Do you ever think about investing but think it's far too confusing? That you're better off just leaving your money in a savings account? Well, what if your investments could invest themselves while you sit back and watch your money grow? Well, stick around because today we're going to smash an easy button that's just waiting to be pressed. Hey everyone, this is AJ, your ace in the hole, and welcome to the channel where we simplify personal finance and provide tips for anyone looking for some helpful insight. And sometimes we share some of the simplest investment options to help you build a financial future while you kick back and relax. And if this sounds interesting, please take a quick second to click the like and subscribe button to check out lots of other content just like this. I'll start today's video with 3 common barriers to investing. Then we'll look at the easy button that takes care of all of it. The first barrier is the lack of financial knowledge, with a reported 40% of Americans stating they don't know how to start investing. This leads right into number 2, the fear of investing, with 30% of Americans stating that investing is intimidating, with 48% admitting they're simply too scared to invest. And finally, number 3 is the lack of automation. Vanguard's 2025 How America Saves report shows that only 64% of workers voluntarily elect to participate in company retirement plans, yet leaps to 94% when automated. Now, the irony in all of this is that one of the most common financial regrets is not starting to invest early enough, with nearly half of investors stating they'd wish they'd started sooner. Now, these 3 barriers do make a lot of sense. Investing can be confusing and complex given all the options, so it only makes sense that the lack of knowledge would lead to a fear of investing, ultimately creating hesitation or avoidance. And as we all know, life happens, and priorities, well, they take priority. So without automation, investing for a large majority unfortunately gets put on the back burner. Now, let's get to that easy button and the main topic of today's video, target date funds. Target date funds, also known as life cycle funds, age-based portfolios, or target retirement funds, are one of the simplest ways to invest. These funds are comprised of a mixture of investments, such as stocks, bonds, and other funds, and are designed to make investing towards retirement or other goals extremely convenient by diversifying or spreading your money across different investments while shifting the investment mix or asset allocation over time, all automatically. Basically an optimized investment on autopilot, or as I said earlier, an investment that invests itself. To make this even simpler, target date funds are aptly named containing the year that corresponds to the fund's target date. So for target date retirement funds, this date would be the year you expect to retire. For example, Fidelity's Freedom Fund 2050 would be designed for individuals who intend to retire around the year 2050. Easy peasy. Now, let's look at how the automation works over time. One of the biggest issues with investing is managing risk. Some investments, such as single company stocks, are very high risk, yet can generate significant returns. Other investments, such as ETFs, index, or mutual funds, are moderately risky, as they contain a blend of individual investments, thus providing moderate returns. And then there are low-risk investments, such as bonds and treasuries, that are extremely safe, yet provide much smaller returns. Simply put, when you're young, you typically invest in higher risk options for the greater return, since you have many years ahead to ride out the ups and downs of the stock market, which, by the way, has never lost money over any 20-year holding period. However, those investors nearing retirement need to have their money held in the safer options. So the challenge becomes how to get from point A to point B over your lifetime without making numerous financial decisions, changes, or mistakes along the way. Well, target date funds just might be the answer. Now, target date funds do hold a mixture of investments, just like other types of funds. However, a target date fund is typically a fund of funds, separated by different asset classes, risk, and return profiles, usually stocks and bonds. The difference is that they operate on what's called a glide path, which is the real magic behind a target date fund. This chart illustrates the progress over the lifespan of a target date fund. Early on, the fund is heavily weighted with higher risk, higher return investments, such as equities or stock funds. But as time progresses, the allocation shifts to a higher percentage of lower risk investments, typically bonds and treasuries, as safety becomes the priority once approaching the target date. And again, this is all done automatically, with nothing needed from you other than to invest. Here's another view of how target date funds are allocated, using an example of Fidelity's Freedom Fund 2050. As you can see, starting with the current year 2026, this fund allocates over 90% to equities or stocks, both US and international, with only 8% weighted in bonds. However, as the years progress, the fund continues to shift to a more balanced allocation, and by the time 2050 is reached, the fund is practically at a 50-50 mix. And if you held the fund beyond 2050, you'll notice the rebalancing continues, shifting mostly to the safety of bond funds. Now, not all target date funds are created equal, albeit they do all automatically rebalance over time. I'm referring to things such as fund composition, historical performance, expense ratios, and fees and risk category. As an example, let's compare 3 of the top investment firms' 2050 target funds. Here are some of the key items you might look for when comparing. Now, keep in mind, when investing within company retirement plans, such as a 401k, you'll likely be limited as company plans typically only offer one family of target funds, such as Vanguard, for example. However, if you're looking to invest within your own traditional or Roth IRA or even a brokerage account, then you'll likely be able to choose from a variety. In that case, peek at some of these key indicators to help decide. Typically, they'll be directionally similar, but there could be some key differences you might want to consider. Now, you might be thinking, I'm still really young and I have no idea when I might retire. And if that's you, well, target date funds still have you covered. You can enhance your target date fund with what I call a build the base strategy, or more formally known as portfolio tilt. With this, you pick a target date fund that's in the general ballpark of when you might aim to retire, making that your primary investment, your base. You then supplement this with an additional investment. For example, you might add an earlier dated fund to lean more conservative, or add a fund dated further out into the future for a more aggressive approach. This tilts your portfolio either way, still taking advantage of the automation that target date funds provide. Additionally, target date funds are not only used for retirement savings. These type of funds are also very popular within educational savings plans, such as 529 plans, where if you're not familiar, I have a full video on these which I link below. Target date funds are also commonly used to save for purchases, such as a future home down payment or other major life expenses. Now, let's look at some pros and cons, and I'll touch on where target date funds may or may not be a good fit. First on the list of pros is the simplicity. It doesn't get much easier than purchasing one investment to carry the load, as opposed to chasing down numerous single investments. Then there's the diversification, allocating your single investment across very strategic risk and return profiles. Next, and probably the most important, is the automated rebalancing over time. This truly is the magic of target date funds, allowing a hands-off approach to investing, a goal-oriented investment that never takes its eye off the ball and is never distracted. And finally, these funds are emotion-proof. It's no secret that emotional investing is widely considered the #1 investing mistake, with fear, panic, and greed leading to poor timing and bad decisions. Target date funds help remove that from the equation. Now let's touch on some of the cons. First, target date funds can't be customized or personalized. They are what they are, so if they don't match your ideal investment, then you might look elsewhere. Next, and a popular scrutiny among financial advisors, is that they can become too conservative too quickly. If you find this is the case, then this might require the use of the portfolio tilt strategy I mentioned earlier. And finally, target date funds are a one-size-fits-most investment, meaning while they can accommodate most investors, they may not strategically work for everyone. Now let's talk about fit. Target date funds might be a good fit for beginner investors or those looking to set it and forget it. Busy professionals can also benefit greatly, those that simply don't have the time to keep an eye on their portfolios. And finally, the nervous investor, or those that are constantly second-guessing their investment choices, causing rash decisions. Target date funds, however, may not be a good fit for those hands-on investor types, those that enjoy taking the time to do their own stock picking. Next are the aggressive investors, or those that have a much higher risk tolerance than target date funds offer. And finally, the complex financial planner. Investors that really get into the weeds with meticulous strategies, and those that prefer to manually control their own investment allocation over time. In the end, target date funds aren't necessarily perfect, but they are incredibly practical. And they help with one of the most common investment challenges, which is ongoing portfolio management. For the majority, target date funds help overcome inaction, help avoid emotional mistakes, and solidify long-term consistency. All hands off, which is the very point. Your investing engine doesn't need perfection. It just needs to get started, and target date funds might be the perfect investment vehicle to do just that. Now, I'm curious, if you were to invest today, what year would you choose for your target date fund? Do you like the approach, or would you prefer something else? Let me know in the comments, as I'd love to hear your thoughts. And with that, I really hope you found this video helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to share this video with others that might find it interesting. And as a great companion to this video, check out my savings and investing automation video here, or my video on 529 savings plans here. And remember, it's not how much you save, it's how early you start. This is AJ, your ace in the hole. See ya.